did you drink water at all? We went out for dinner first, and I had one Diet Coke, and then she was like, "Can I get you a refill?" And I was like, "Under no circumstances." And then when we went to the theater, my throat was feeling a little bit scratchy, so I went, you know what? I'll get another drink, and then I had like 50 milliliters of it. I was on emergency rations. Okay, now we have the gear. Here's the thing. And you know, people, they want to, this is where we're at apparently, they want a freaking medal for not peeing. Not peeing for 3 hours is very easy. You probably do it multiple times daily without even noticing. But being told you can't pee for 3 hours is a different story. If you can't pee for this specific 3 hours, that's when people are going to start to make a plan. God, he's good. I saw it last night and the woman next to me kept asking questions because she hadn't seen Infinity War. That's just... Were you sitting next to Dan? I'm only mad that she took a ticket that like a super fan could have taken that night instead. And that's not really any of my business, to be honest with you. Oh, it does... Oh, be up in my girl's ear like... That's not really any of my business, but like, if you go see that movie, like if I had gone to see like a Harry Potter movie, having not read any of the books or seen any of the movies, and I went like, hey, who's that? I mean, that's licensed to be kicked out of the theater, in my opinion. Who's the guy who appears to be made out of iron? Yeah, who's the man in the iron suit? Are you gonna get me here? You would tell me if you were gonna get me here, right? What's that guy doing going up the other dude's butthole? Yeah, that's... So I talk about an In and Isaac episode today, but like, the most annoying thing for me at these movies, and I want to preface it by saying that this is what you get when you show up opening night, so I can't really complain because I put myself in this situation. But everybody was like so concerned that there were going to be kids in their movie theater watching a movie for kids. The number one thing that irritates me at these movies is not kids, but rather men my age who just can't keep their mouth shut because they want to prove their nerd cred. So anytime someone asks a hypothetical question on screen, they always have to answer it and be like, you know, her name is this. That's what her name is. Like, they shout out the quote to prove that they're familiar with the lore material. And oh, I hope nobody brings a baby into Avengers. They might ruin it for people with their crying. Meanwhile, wow! Like it happened during Captain Marvel. Like, there's a scene where somebody's like, what's her name? The guy, like, 2 rows behind us was like, her name's Carol Danvers! And I'm like, yeah. He's absolutely right. Wow, nobody told me this was a screening for geniuses.
That worked.
Now, where did it fall? North America's a weird place. Dude, everybody, not everybody, that's not fair. A lot of people, and I hate to say it, it's predominantly men my age or close to it, think that the movie theater is the perfect time to try out their stand-up comedy bit. And the thing is, like, you guys probably get frustrated with it because it's frustrating, but I get really frustrated with it because they're not as funny as I am. And, like, gotta go. If you're gonna shout out jokes, at least have, like, you know, the material has to be coherent and make sense. Instead, you know, they make a joke and I'm like, yeah, that would be funny. Maybe, like, if I said it, for example. Why are you laughing? This is your job. No, I'm with you. Like, I mean, I'm of two minds about it, right? Like, East storage, second floor, missed quest item. Okay. The cheering was cool. And again, if you're going to see it opening night and you're like, I don't like when they cheer, that's kind of stupid. East office? What was it? I can't remember now. But, you know, for the most part, people were well behaved. And I also feel like people are well behaved at our theaters in general. Just sometimes somebody's like, they yell a joke at the screen and then their friends go, you can't do that, dude. You can't do that. And you're like, yeah, you can do that. Just like, you know, you shouldn't. Nobody's going to like arrest you or anything. But then, like, whenever I'm on Reddit, there's always people that are like, I went to see A Quiet Place, and the dude next to me was doing his taxes with a flashlight. I don't want to go the way that the liquor is. That's Austin. I'm not calling Austin out. But I did. It was when A Quiet Place came out, and everybody was like, I tried to see the Quiet movie, and the people next to me were eating popcorn. The nerve of some people. A guy in my theater took a shit in the middle of the aisle. Yeah, it obviously did not happen, but that would be very rude. Okay, I am in the main hallway, being chased by Mr. X. By the way, Malf was that guy at the movies a couple of times. There's a scene in Fantastic Four 2 from like 2007 where there's like the Galactus. It makes it seem like he's gonna defeat the Fantastic Four, and Malf shouted out like, "Oh no!" in the middle of the quiet moment. And I was like, I need to leave. He and another friend of mine also, we saw a showing of The Lost Boys in like 2009. They like got up on the stage where the movie screen was and started like dancing around. And then the dude who was like the ticket taker at the movies came in and was like, do you want me to call the cops? And they were like, no. And they just sat back down. So like I'm telling you, I've been there. All right, third floor east storage room. Thank you. I'm gonna go save first, though, because I am above all else a coward. Death by secondhand embarrassment. Absolutely. He did not floss. Flossing was not invented yet. It was but a glimmer in Tim Sweeney's eyes. Hey, dude, could you, like, frig off? How do you feel about theaters that serve food during the movie? I mean, I'm okay with it. For the most part, like, I don't care. Like, any reasonable interruption during a movie doesn't bother me. If somebody's like, yeah, this is my entree. Well, that's what I... You know, I came to the theater that serves food. What do I expect? It's just when, like, somebody is being ridiculous. Like, if you sneeze, whatever. If you sneeze, like, 10 times, maybe, like, that's when I'd start to be like, hey, why are you getting us all sick? But, you know, or if you're like, you know, this is fun. That's okay. But if you're like, who's that? That's too much. All right. So we're going east, which is up and to the left. But does this require us to go through the library? I think it does. Yeah, stop crinkling your bag too. You eating a snack? Totally fine. Crinkling the bag. It's too much. And if you bring your own snacks, just make them acceptable snacks. Like, don't bring in like a bag of baby carrots. Apparently Mr. X is here. Yeah, if you're in the theater and you're looking like a snack, that's okay. As long as you're not... That's the wrong way, brother. As long as you're not in the theater looking like a fool with your pants on the ground. Brought my own shrimp cocktail. I'll never... It was like the 4th time I've ever flown. It was on a really tiny propeller airplane. There were like 6 rows. The person in front of me brought an egg salad sandwich from home. I mean, like, really? Literally, like, any sandwich except a sandwich with salad in the name is totally fine. Cracking open a cold one, too. Yeah! That happened, I forget what, it might have been Doctor Strange. Excuse me, there appears to be no quest item in here. But there is a door, maybe that's what you were talking about. When we saw Doctor Strange, people, like, brought their own alcohol in, which is whatever, as long as you're not being disruptive. But they were being disruptive because they brought in, like... Honestly, I'm just gonna drop this. They brought in, like, 20 cans of beer. Like... just bring in... Oh, we can drop the key! Thank you. Just bring in, like, I don't know, something in, like, a water bottle or something like that. Don't bring 20 cans of your own beer. That's just crazy. Alright, fun police. Yeah, what happened to one of your friends with the biggest jacket smuggling in a bottle of Jack Daniels so you could pass it around while you were watching the premiere of Machete? Machete. So we have the parts. Dude, that's a big one. What happens if you combine gunpowder, and large gunpowder. Sure. I can deal with handgun ammunition. I got so drunk watching Unstoppable, it actually made the movie good. I mean, I've got my own experience there. This is not my story, but a friend of ours, a friend of mine and Mouth's, who is not either me or Mouth, I promise. Excuse me, what are you doing? We went to a night... It's not Josh, you don't know him. We went to a nightclub, like a Jersey Shore-style nightclub, and he tried to come into the nightclub with, like... He was wearing gym shorts, like basketball shorts, and a t-shirt, and he had a backpack with, like, 12 homebrewed beers in it. And we were like, dude, they're not gonna let you into the nightclub with a bottle or a backpack full of bottles. And he's like, nah, dude, I'm just gonna tell them they're Cokes. And we were like, even if they believed you, which they definitely won't, they probably still wouldn't let you... Hold on, a private collection room. They probably still wouldn't let you come in with 12 sodas. Anyway, we all got in, and then he was like the last person in line. And, they were like, you can't come in with this. And he was like, really, dude? It's just Coke. And then they were like, yeah, you can't come in with this. And he was like, all right, fine. And he just went home. That's the end of the story.
Thank God. The key card.
Should have said it was his insulin. I didn't consider that. Would have been illegal to stop him. I forgot how to do this, embarrassingly enough. I remember... Yeah, you work backwards. The goal is that you get the electricity comes in from this chip, and then you try to get it to go to all the other chips. The electricity comes in fast. Of course. Stop saying chips. I'm hungry. Well, if you're hungry, you shouldn't eat chips. It's not a sustainable snack. Hold on, dude. They're called crisps anyway? Guess what? No, they're not. I feel like I don't even understand. It's like we trapped the electricity in the middle of the puzzle now. Like, it came in from one side, and now we've locked the electricity in the center of the puzzle. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing, to be honest with you. Also, apparently we got Bob Vila in the hallway out here. The electricity comes from the two left bulbs. Does he know he's trying to get it to the yellow wire on the right side? No, I actually thought we tried to get it from the left to the right. Or from the right to the left, I mean to say. You're absolutely right. This is not up to code. Dude, look at it. I've seen my fuse box. It doesn't look like this. Combine the two at the yellow for a strong light. Oh. When you put it that way, it is so simple, even a child could understand it. You just give him one of these? And why didn't you tell me? When you put it that way, it's the easiest task in the world. Ring, 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 ring. I knew it. See, I knew I had to work backwards. I just didn't know what the starting point was.
Hello?
Good to see you again, Claire.
Uh-oh.
We've got unfinished business.
Hello, Tam. Oh, please, this is the Chinese embassy calling.
In the neighborhood, you'll find it.
Sherry, all right?
Please send us $5,000 in iTunes gift cards.
Well, you bastard, if you hurt her.
Stupid kid. If you just hadn't dropped that fucking thing, I could let you go.
Don't worry, Sherry. It'll be all over soon.
He's an evil man.
There has to be a way out of here.
My friend actually fell for one of those scams. Oh, no. I mean, this is an examine if I've ever seen one. It's a doll of himself. It's a gun. It's a weathered-looking old block. Dude, let your friend know it happens to the best of us. Everybody knows the Canada Revenue Agency and IRS both are completely okay. Oh, we can rotate them, I see. Getting paid in iTunes gift cards. This might take 100 to 200 years. Or maybe I'm the world's greatest. Okay, here's what you do. Then you start it back this way. And you work backwards like so. It's just an algorithm. Look at the edges. You're absolutely right. You start just like this. It's the easiest thing in the world. Even a child could understand it. An infant is capable of sussing this. How dare you? All right. Tell you what, here's what you do. You hit him with exactly the same thing again. Am I crazy? Does it not have to be this? I guess, no. You could have, yeah. Yeah, you got tunnel visioned, you big dummy. You could have another star. Oh, but it's got to be star triangle. Hold on, okay. I know. Pull out your gun. It's got to be star triangle. There you go. It's the easiest thing in the world. Do you have a star triangle? No, you do not. Do you have a star triangle? Yes, you do. Let's try it this way. Now, you got to be a circle square. Definitely not that one. That's a circle square. I'm that star up in the sky. I'm that mountain way up here. Just shoot him. Just freaking pop him, dude. I'll tell you, I'll take this over lore any day of the week, but Just barely. All right. Hold on. Let me in. You got a star triangle? You got a star triangle. Then we just work sideways. Square star. Whoa! Like I said, just work backwards. All that for a drop of blood? Let me out. Oh, you gotta cut your way out right here. Definitely needed scissors for that.
What is this?
Yo, bro, this is my supplements. I got my nootropic stack, pre-workout, intra-workout, inter-workout, post-workout, creatine, N-arginine, Jolene. And then you open this. It's from software. Game design experts. No, that door will not open. Uh-oh. Wednesdays are perfectly great days because we get snacks and ice cream. I hate the last place I was at. The teachers were all meanies. It was just study, and there was wasn't no ice cream. I love it here. There was an important rule made today. Everyone must write a diary, get health checkups, and we ain't allowed outside by ourselves. It's good we don't have to go to school. I don't want to go and get picked on for my old clothes, especially not by the guy that used to wear them. The orphanage director's coming today, so I'm gonna wear my most favoriteest checkered blue outfit. The director is tall. The director has a mustache. The director is a policeman. I'll be flossing. You gotta climb this. That's just guaranteed. This is terrifying? No. I mean, if you are scared of this, you just need to remind yourself that this is actually the safest part of the game. Because Capcom is a publicly traded corporation on the Tokyo Stock Exchange. They're not gonna kill a child.